What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a new video. We're gonna be looking at the copper update. So obviously this update isn't out yet. I'm looking at a preview of it. Now if you want information on this update, I'm telling you right now, this is not the video that you want to see for like all of it. Like, I will be testing it, yes, but it's gonna be extremely bad. So let's start by looking at something here. The copper armor has 5 armor bars. Um, the leather one has 3.5. So the copper armor has 1.5 more armor bars than leather does. Oh my god, I need to turn up my sensitivity. Uh, Now if we look at something like gold armor, if we put on the gold armor, it has half a bar more armor than copper does. And that's just because of the chest plate. That's just the chest plate. So I'm gonna be testing all these armors and stuff. I want to see the durability on it and stuff, right? So if we look at chainmail here, it has one full armor bar, and that's because of the chest plate and the pants. So the chainmail armor has 1 bar more, and then obviously the iron one is just way better. So I want to see how much damage we can take, how much damage we take while wearing this. So if we look at a spider, that's 1, half, half. So the spider typically does half a heart of damage. It does do 1 heart occasionally, but it does roughly half a heart. That's just like how it does. Alright, so I made it day. While our health here is going up, let's look at the sword. So if we look at the copper sword here, it has 5 attack damage. The iron sword has 6 attack damage, and the stone sword has 5 attack damage. If for some reason you get copper before stone, then make the copper one. It's the same. I assume it's the same thing for the pickaxe and everything else. It'll probably be the same as stone sword. We'll look at that right now. But I want to see a creeper explosion. Before we do, let's go more over here because the spawn point is like over here, and I want to be alive, you know. So let's go spawn the creeper. Let's hug it. So a creeper fully kills us. How much damage did it take? So it's not very durable, which obviously. So let's look at the chainmail armor. Obviously chainmail is the superior one since it has more it has 1 extra armor bar of durability. So let's place it down, let's hug it. So if we're hugging a creeper, we still instantly die. Alright, well, you might be like, Emmanuel, what are these tests? These tests are absolutely dumb. They don't make sense. That's why I picked up enchanted golden apples. We're going to be looking at durability this way. So obviously if we just instantly die, we aren't able to see how much the creeper actually does while we're hugging it. So what we're going to do is we're going to use an enchanted golden apple. We should live this. So let's wait until it's at peak performance. Let's do this. Let's hug it. So with the enchanted golden apple, we took around, we went down to about 8 hearts, right? And if we eat a enchanted golden apple here, we see that we get 8 extra hearts. So excluding fall damage, we take about 9 hearts of health. But obviously we have absorption and stuff, so that obviously like dwindles it down, but that doesn't matter because we're looking at how much it's gonna do anyways, right? So if we pop in chainmail armor, that is not chainmail. If we pop in our chainmail armor again, and we use another one just to reset the stats and stuff. Let's wait a sec because we did that before. We go here, let's hug the creeper. So we took roughly around the same thing. We did take like half a heart less, I believe. If I'm wrong about that, then my editing self will fix that. Now if we look at gold armor here, let's look at gold armor, right? Because this is obviously like just half a heart or half armor bar more, so obviously it can't be like that much of a difference. So let's see how much it's gonna be here. Let's hug the creeper. Interesting. Whoa! Whoopsie daisies. That was not what I meant to do. So let's do that. Let's put down the creeper. Hug it. Interesting. So the gold armor actually has more durability. It protects you more than chainmail and the copper armor. Um, the copper armor with fall damage made us go down to 8 hearts with the enchanted golden apple. The chainmail armor did half a heart less, and the gold armor did another half a heart less. But if we look at the durability here, we see that it's still pretty durable. Golden armor is pretty durable. Not really, because it was a creeper explosion. But you know, it was pretty decent. Now, if we look at leather armor, let's just see the difference here, right? Obviously, it's gonna be pretty obvious. We're gonna take tons of damage here, but we obviously need to test, right? We need to test. So go there, hug it. Interesting. I want to do that again to see if we produce the same result here. Right? So we're gonna go here, hug it. Interesting. That's very interesting. So if we look at, let's do this again. If you're noticing the pattern here, hug it. Now let's pop in with like the gold armor, right? Actually, no. Let's go to the copper one. If we do notice the durability, I did have this copper armor for like a few more hits, but it's like roughly a little bit more, maybe a little bit less than gold armor. We're gonna test that as well. So if we pop this again, let's do this again. Let's do that. Hug it. Alright, let's do this again, but with a little bit of distance just to test here, like around here. So did you all notice that? If you didn't, what I noticed is that while wearing the leather armor, we actually took less height from the creeper. So let's do that again so you can see. Let's keep a little bit of distance here. So I'm stupid. Never mind. I'm actually kind of dumb. See, that's why I kind of said like, don't look at don't listen to my stupid stuff, right? Alright, so I'm dumb. That was a hoax that I just told you all. Anyways, so the copper durability isn't all that good. It's actually pretty bad. Obviously, it's a low one, so it's like roughly around the same as the gold. We're gonna grab a fresh set of armor here just to like see and stuff. So obviously we can tank a decent amount of damage. If we look at iron armor here, right? So let's put on the iron armor. Let's see how much damage we take, right? Maybe we're gonna take less height damage. I don't know. Like we're gonna take less. We're gonna go high less. Creeper height explosion. Let's pop that. Let's go here. Hug the creeper. Interesting. Did you guys see that result? Did you all see that result? I'm stuttering so much. Let's hug the creeper. Hug it. So if we look at creeper explosions, it does the iron armor does roughly the same amount of it absorbs roughly the same amount of damage as the copper armor. And if we look at the difference in armor bars, it has how much? three armor, two and a half armor bars more than copper, but it still does. A creeper explosion hugging it, oh my god, I'm stuttering so much, does roughly the same amount of damage, which is very interesting considering this has more, you know, armor. So if we look at a zombie hit now, let's look at a zombie hit. Let's go where it's not burning because I don't want to take burn damage. So if we go here, half a heart, half a heart, half a heart, half a heart. So a zombie does half a heart of damage while wearing the iron armor. Now, I want to go over here. Obviously, we do have some buffs, but you know, it does not like it matters. The buffs are the same, so you know, it's fine. If we go here, we have the copper armor, half a heart. Okay, 1 heart, half a heart. So it does roughly 1 heart typically that would be like the average. Obviously, if I wanted to produce better results, I would find the average, you know. But I'm not here to be scientific and stuff. I'm here to just give the way I'm doing it, right? That's why I told you to click off if you wanted actual scientific stuff. Now, like I said before, copper and stone are roughly around the same. So I want to test this by putting 2 zombies in a hole. And I want to see if they'll die at the same exact time. So if we do this, okay, let's get rid of this guy first. I'm also going to test the durability, like I said. So let's put a zombie in here, put a zombie in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's to be expected when they have the same attack damage. So stone swords and copper swords are the same, right? That's we can rule that, right? Now, if we look at the mining, right? 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, okay. So if we look at mining speed here, I probably should grab the tools, you know, the other tools. Give me a second. Alright, so I grabbed all my tools here. I'm obviously, like I said, I'm going to be comparing them. So let's start by doing the pickaxes first, right? So if we want to look at the speed and stuff, so alright, see how long that takes? Takes a pretty long time. It is a wooden pickaxe, right? So let's look at copper here. Pretty fast. Look at that speed. Let's look at stone. So if we're looking at speed here, we can actually see that copper is, I believe, slightly faster. Listen to that. Yep, it's slightly faster. If we look at iron, so let's put these two let's put these two together. So I think it's roughly between the speed of the iron pickaxe and the stone pickaxe. Let's look at the gold pickaxe. Obviously the gold pickaxe is just fast. And we can see that the durability obviously goes down much quicker. I think that the copper one actually has about the same amount of durability, if not the same, as a stone pickaxe. If we're looking at their durability right now, they look about the same. We've broken around roughly the same amount of blocks. We're gonna obviously, if I feel like it, I'm gonna test. So I think it's actually roughly between the speed of stone pickaxe and iron. Same durability. It might be the same speed. Here, let's. See, it's like slightly faster. You can see it. If you don't see it, sorry. Sorry, I'm not doing that test again. I'm sick of that test. So it's roughly around the same. It's like right in the middle. Obviously the wood one sucks. So it's like in between the speed of iron and stone, and it's like it has the same amount of durability as stone, but it's a little bit faster. So if we look at I did not need those wood tools. So if we look at the oh my god. So let's look at the speed here. Obviously the gold one is just gonna like be like fast, right? So let's look at stone. You see that time to break? Let's look at iron. Obviously quicker. And let's look at copper. Let's look at copper here. I think it is the same speed actually. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's slightly faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's slightly faster. Check it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, See, I was going at the same tempo. You might not believe me, but I'm able to do that. So the copper one, the copper's tools, from what I can tell so far, are about the same amount of durability as the stone one, but they're much quicker. So the copper tools are actually just an upgraded version of stone, being the same durability and stuff, but it's just a little bit less faster than iron, meaning it's literally right in between it. If you don't find iron for a while and you just have a bunch of copper, then you can just run copper and it's actually pretty decent. So if we look at the dirt here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I think, yeah, it's so the copper tools are just upgraded versions. Obviously the iron one is just going to be much quicker. So copper is about the same durability. This is actually decent knowledge here. So copper is the same durability as stone. It might have a little bit more, it might have a little bit less, but it's going to be about the same, if not the same. But it will be faster than stone tools. At least it was more obvious with the copper pickaxe and the copper axe. The copper shovel was roughly harder to tell. It was harder to tell, but it was easy to see that these two tools can mine quicker than the stone counterparts. So if you don't find iron for a while, or you just want to chill, you know, gain everything, just like walk around, occasionally walk into a cave or something, and then you see like copper laying there. It's a decent ore to get for the tools and the armor, since it's actually pretty decent. As we saw, it does protect you from creepers about the same. You do take damage from like zombies and skeletons and every other mob a little bit more, but if you're more afraid of creepers, it's roughly around the same for the explosion. You take about half a heart more, half a heart to a heart more damage than iron armor, but obviously that differs depending, you know. But it's like it's a good it's a good set. All right. There was one more thing I forgot. I forgot about the actual copper golem. That's my bad. But there was something else that I wanted to look at here. You can smelt. No, you can't. So if we look at this, we can make copper nuggets. I don't really know what they can be used for. I'm not really sure. We can just go here, go here. So obviously it's gonna be the same as every other nugget, as the gold nugget and stuff. It's gonna be about the same, just making, you know, the ingot counterpart. I'm not really sure if you're gonna be able to find these just scattered around in chests, or if literally the only way you can get them is from, you know, doing this. But it's fine, it's cool, right? So what was I about to do? The copper golem. This is what I wanted to look at. I do have a few blocks here, so I want to do some testing. I don't really know how it works, so we're just gonna put cobblestone there, and then we're gonna drop like a little bit of cobblestone around, right? Oh my god. Let's grab some waxed copper. Let's see if this works. I don't really know how to do this, so oh. Okay, so you just need one copper, and then interesting. So let's do that. I put some. Okay, so he's holding copper now, or not copper. Cobblestone. What is he gonna do with that cobblestone? Oh wait, I think I know. Wait, hold on. If I don't figure this out, by the way, you're gonna have to go to another video to see how these things work, because obviously, like I said, I'm testing around and stuff. So if we go here, we're gonna do this. Let's here, let's take this cobblestone here, and let's put that in there. I see. Okay, 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 okay. So I believe what they do, let's do a little bit more testing, right? So let's grab this. Let's put dirt in there. And then let's put dirt in here. So I believe what they do is they grab items from these like whoopsies from these these copper chests, and then they put all of the stuff into those they put the stuff that they grab from these chests into regular chests. So if you just want a copper golem to sort all your stuff to where they belong, you can just have a copper chest somewhere, put all stuff you want in there, and then the copper golems will organize. So if he grabbed the chest from over the copper from, oh my god, I can't talk. He grabbed the cobblestone from over here, and then he put it in here. So they're just organizing everything. Look at this. This is oxidizing. I want them to grab the dirt. So that's how it works. You put stuff into these copper chests, and then they'll grab those items, and then they'll organize it into regular chests wherever the block that they're holding is at, right? Well, anyways, that is the copper update, the preview. If you somehow found this video useful, then I don't know, man. If you want to go back and look at my thoughts on it, yeah, whatever, dude. There's also these copper statues. They're pretty cool, I guess. Not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea. But anyways, thank you all for watching. If you want to see more of these previews for future updates, let me know. I'll probably do it. Maybe I might forget or something. Also, I am feeling better. So if you were wondering, no one cares. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one.